Welcome back to What Matters This Week. I'm Lauren Maloney. Joining us this Sunday is Kevin Mazuzin from the American Red Cross. Kevin, happy summer. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Lauren, for having me.
Let's talk about the Missing Types campaign. This is the second year that the American Red Cross is doing this. You'll see, I guess, missing vowels in some cases.
Yeah.
It does drive home the message.
It does. A's, B's, and O's. Those are the blood types that we have. So the American Red Cross is partnering with different organizations, businesses, to drop the A, the B, and the O from their logo or from their names, just to bring attention to what the world would look like without A's, B's, and O's. And essentially, what patients need are those missing types, so those A's, B's, and O blood types.
What is the response from businesses when you reach out to them?
It's been really quite amazing. We've got a lot of national partners that have come on board last year with our inaugural campaign, but again this year as well. Locally, we've had Cabot Creamery come on board, so dropping the A, B, and O out of Cabot Creamery is huge. There's a lot missing. So, you know, people are questioning it. And then the Burlington Free Press actually dropped off their mask. They drop off the B and the O.
Okay.
So it was really, it brought attention, and people were asking, well, gosh, what does this mean? And that's exactly what we want people to do, is to ask, what does it mean? Well, we want you to not be that missing type. You know, the American Red Cross supplies 40% of the blood to the country, 100% of the blood here in our region. So if we don't have that blood on the shelves, we can't help those patients. And those patients nowadays are kids in dealing with cancer, maybe a complicated pregnancy. There's a lot of procedures that are done in the hospital daily that require blood products. So the American Red Cross really relies on the generosity of the community to help us with our mission.
When it came to those who receive or give blood last year, or just everyday people, how was their response to this campaign?
A lot of them are very excited about it because it gives them a tool. If they're giving or if they've received, it gives them a tool to talk about what those blood types are. And it's encouraging them to hopefully bring on new donors. That next generation of donors is really the key to our success. You know, 38% of us Americans can donate blood, meet criteria to donate blood, but unfortunately less than 10% do. So we really want to encourage more folks to donate blood.
It's the summer, a lot of vacations going on. You know, we talked to you in the winter too, and you're in a critical shortage then. How are we right now going into the summer, and then what do you expect, you know, a month from now?
We'd like to have 5 days worth of blood supply on the shelves. We're about 3 days right now. So, right, the summer months are tough because vacations, about 20% of our donors are school that have drives, so universities, high schools.
That house the drives, sure.
So those kids are out of class now, so we're not having those drives. Now, you know, we see this happening every year, so we anticipate it, thus the Missing Types campaign, just really to bring awareness. So we've been very proactive with this program and trying to get the message out before so that we don't have a shortage of blood. We need that 5 days worth of blood on the shelves.
So, you know, no cancellations, and if you can, bring a friend. That's always a good message.
Yeah, absolutely. Bring a friend along with you. It's kind of fun to actually do the whole process with somebody who's never done it before. It's a very simple process. You're greeted by one of our volunteers, either at the blood drive or our donation center in Burlington. We've actually implemented some new technology where we'll use your driver's license to scan that. If you're already a donor, then you're in our system and you can bring your donor card and we can scan you in that way.
The process is a little bit easier.
It's very, very simple and much quicker. And that's, you know, nowadays people have limited time. So if we can encourage that process to be expedited through technology, we're going to do that.
Let's talk about, we're just ahead of hurricane season, correct? So when it comes to major disasters that the Red Cross has had to respond to this year, you know, how are you doing, you know, as a whole when you look at the year?
Yep. So right now we've got some volunteers here from Vermont that are deployed to Texas. because of the tornadoes and the flooding.
Yeah.
So, you know, hurricane season is upon us, and it's just a matter of time before we will deploy more folks to those affected areas. It's a challenge for the Red Cross because we are mandated by Congress to do the work that we do. We're an unfunded mandate. So if it wasn't for the generosity of our donors, we couldn't do the work that we do. But more importantly, those volunteers, because we're 96% volunteer based.
Do you need more volunteers?
We can always use volunteers. And now is the time to get engaged with the organization through our disaster training and our disaster cycle services programs, because we want you to have the tools to be successful on deployment. Therefore, we need to train you first. We need you to get some experience here locally, responding to some of our local disasters. And our local disasters,
fires,
usually in the form of a fire. About every 17 hours on average, we're responding to some sort of disaster, and that's usually a home fire.
And, you know, if somebody wants to come on board and they might have a specialty, you know, if they're retired, let's say, and they had a specialty when they were working, you could kind of work with them to fit the work that they may need and you may need.
Sure. We'll help identify that skill set. And there are a number of opportunities within the organization. So there are 5 different lines of service that the organization provides, and within those 5 lines, there's a lot of different positions. So we can help them find something that they can either polish up their skill set, or if they want to learn something new, we'll get them engaged in another way.
Kevin, let's also talk about the free smoke alarm programs that the Red Cross does as well. This has been going on for a few years now.
Sure. The Home Fire Campaign is a year-long program that essentially what we do is we are trying to make homes safer by installing smoke alarms. That is a program that we've started about 7 years ago now. Every spring we do a big Sound the Alarm rally day around that program. So it's just an opportunity for us to get into the community, identify volunteer partners, train them up to go into homes, and free of charge install smoke alarms if they're needed, but also educate that family as to how to get out of their house. A lot of people think they have a lot more time than they do. They only have 2 minutes to get out of that house. So we come up with a plan of escape route and a plan of meeting, so that when those certified first responders are showing up, those firefighters are showing up, they want to know that everybody's out of the house, because we certainly don't want to put them at risk as well. So the smoke alarms sound, everybody gets out of the house, everybody's accounted for, and we're saving lives by doing this.
You must have a story or a response about how this has paid off or come full circle for someone.
We worked with a community partner in our larger region in New Hampshire. So there were some students, some college students that received the training, went in and installed, I think 3 smoke alarms into a gentleman's home. About 3 weeks later, those smoke alarms went off and he escaped with his pets. So we marked that as a life saved. And that was through partners, volunteer partners with the organization. This is not staff, this is not paid staff. These are young men and women who decided that they were going to give back to the community, and they gave back twofold.
Okay, excellent. Kevin, thanks so much for joining us, getting the word out.
Thank you, Lauren, I appreciate it.
We'll be right back with What Matters This Week.